There is one small downside to using the house hacking strategy that not a lot of people talk about, but I feel this is something that you should know if you're planning on using this strategy. I'm sure by now you've heard all about the benefits of investing in real estate. You've heard about how a lot of millionaires have made their money by buying real estate properties, and you want to get in on that action. However, you also know that buying homes are expensive, and if buying homes are expensive, I can only imagine the cost of buying actual rental properties. So how can your average person buy rental property and start investing in real estate and building wealth? Now, if you've done your research on how to invest in real estate and the best ways to invest in real estate, I'm sure by now you've come across a term called house hacking. You've probably seen all across the internet and social media people talking about house hacking and how they basically are living in real estate property for free. But what is house hacking and how can you do that? First, let me just start off by saying I personally hate the term house hacking. House hacking makes it seem like it's some sort of cheat code that you need to know, or some sort of secret society, or some sort of connections that you need to have in order to pull this off. When in reality, it's actually pretty simple. A lot of everyday people use house hacking to buy real estate property and accumulate, well, more real estate. There is no secret password that you have to say to the right person. There's no secret handshake or anything like that. In reality, it's pretty simple and pretty easy to do. I actually did it myself in my 20s before I even knew what house hacking was. So let me break down exactly what house hacking is and the benefits of it. And if you want to learn more about real estate investment, don't forget to smash that like and that subscribe button. Let's start off by explaining exactly what house hacking is. House hacking is buying rental property, such as anywhere from a 2 to a 4 unit property, moving into one of the units and renting out the others. From there, you save up your money to buy another multi-unit property, move into that, and just rinse and repeat the process. It's very important that you actually live in the building for at least a year. Lenders will require that you stay in the building for at least a year in order to qualify for those lower interest rates. Once you do that, feel free to move out and you're going to keep that same mortgage with that same low interest rate. So that means after that 1 year is up, you can use the money that you saved up from the first building, buy another multi-unit building, move into that one, and still qualify for those same low interest rates and that same low down payment while keeping the low interest rates on the first building. That's the hack. Using this house hacking strategy will allow you to buy more real estate without needing nearly as much money. Wondering how much money you can save if you lived in the property versus not living in the property? Let me break it down for you. If you do not live in the property, lenders will then call it an investment property, which is riskier to them because you're not living there. So, because of that, they're going to charge you an extra 0.5% in your mortgage rates. On top of that, they're going to require that you put at least 20% down for the down payment, versus if you lived in the property, you can qualify for a down payment of 3.5% or maybe even 3%. So let's say, for example, you want to buy a 2-unit property that costs $300,000. If you live in the property, then you can qualify for a low down payment of 3.5%, which will come out to $10,500. If you do not live in the property and it's classified as an investment property, you will have to put down 20%, which is $60,000. See the difference? So in a nutshell, that's the house hacking strategy. It's a really good strategy to start building wealth in real estate and to start out real estate investing, because it allows you to buy up to a 4-unit building with low interest rates and low down payment. It's one of the easiest ways to buy a lot of rental property without needing to save up a small fortune. Now, if you're worried about not being able to afford a multi-unit building, there's actually another added benefit to this strategy. You can actually use the projected rental income of the building to count towards your income, which will allow you to be pre-approved for more money. There is one small downside to using the house hacking strategy that not a lot of people talk about, but I feel this is something that you should know if you're planning on using this strategy. When you're using this house hacking strategy, lenders will only allow you to buy up to 4 real estate properties with this. After you have 4 properties, most lenders will then cut you off and won't lend to you. That means after you have 4 buildings, you're going to have to find other ways to finance any properties you buy after that, which will most likely mean that you will need to save up a lot more cash. But to buy properties 1 through 4, I can't think of a better way to buy real estate without needing to save up a ton of money. Be sure to leave any questions for me in the comments below. Thanks a lot.